Hi everyone, today I'm going to show you how to use Excel. So first, I'm going to go to my Excel spreadsheet and I'm going to attempt to alphabetize all of these students' names. I'm going to make sure I highlight all the information that is associated with each student so that it transfers over when their name is switched. I'm going to go to the top and I'm going to click Ascending, and now all of my information is alphabetized. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is go ahead and calculate averages for this gradebook. One way to do it is I can click equal sign, type in sum, open parentheses. I'm going to highlight all the cells that I want to be into this average, and close parentheses, and I'm going to divide by 200 because that's the total amount of points for this section, which comes from this right here. Next, I'm going to drop and drag to where it applies that formula to all cells. I'm going to do the same thing in this section, but this time I'm going to do it a little bit differently. I'm going to click the grades that I want averaged. Then I'm going to go up here to the top for the sum sign. I'm going to click the down arrow, then click sum. But I'm not done here. I'm going to go to the end of the parentheses. I'm going to put a divide sign, and then I'm going to put 500. I'm going to disregard this 100 because there are no grades in that section. Once I click there, I'm going to drop and drag. You can either have them in this format for the average, or you could also put them in percent. If you want to adjust that, you would go to Format Cells. The next thing I'm going to do is total up my points. I'm going to click Sum equals Sum, and this time I'm going to have two sets of data because I want to include both the quizzes and the test. So I'm going to highlight this side, close my parentheses, put a plus sign, and then put sum, open parentheses again, and then I'm going to highlight the test, which is, it shows it's a different color. Then I'm going to divide both of those. Oh, never mind. I'm not dividing by anything because I want the total. I'm sorry. Now that I've done that, I'm going to drop and drag. Awesome. So that's my total points. The next thing I'm going to calculate is my GPA. So in this case, we're going to take the total number of points and we're going to add it, the extra credit if they've done it, and then we're going to divide that number by 700. So I'm going to go here, click the sum button, I'm going to click back into that cell, put divide by 700. All right, that gives me a percent. Don't accidentally click out of the cell because sometimes it puts that information from the cell you click into your equation. All right, now I'm going to drag. Like I said, if you don't want this in a percent format, I'm going to go to right-click Format Cells. I'm going to take it off of percentage right here. I'm going to click just General, and it's going to give me an average or a number. Okay, I'm going to drop and drag to apply that format to all of them. Let me try that again. And lost. All right, there we go. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to calculate my class average. So what's different about this is I want to only do the quizzes by themselves, not necessarily each student separately. I'm going to click the sum button, but this time I'm going to divide by the number of students, which is 10 in this case. And then I'm going to apply this to all averages for all tests and quizzes. Okay, now that I've done that, I'm just going to show you a few other things you can do with Excel. If I wanted to use borders or format the cell, I can click into here, and you can click Format. You can change the row, or you could do borders, which is here. You can put borders all around. So you can play with it like that. If you want to change colors, do that there. Font colors here, and then you can change the background color there. Maybe some type of spell check, you can use this. The next thing I'm going to do after borders is I'm going to show you how to input information into a graph. So if I wanted to graph maybe all the test scores from the skills test, I'm going to highlight all the scores, and I'm going to go to tables. Oops, sorry, charts. And I'd like to do a bar graph for this one. So I'm going to click here, and I'm just going to click the regular old one. That's one way to do it. You could end up adding titles and such by clicking chart layout. And you can label everything you need to here. I can also do a different type of chart where I can highlight another set of information. I'll do this one, and we can do a pie chart, which is also pretty neat. I'll do the regular one, and there we go. That's another option. Again, to adjust the title and labels, you can come here to chart layout. Colors or anything like that, font, that can be adjusted with format. Now that I've showed you how to do those things, I'm going to show you how to auto filter. I just highlight, click out of that. I'm going to highlight this top row, and I'm going to use this filter button. I can filter by cells or anything like that. This down arrow allows me to choose all of what I want to select or unselect. So if I don't want to put the average in there, I could take it out. I could also do this where I don't click to this, but undo this sort. And let's say I wanted to look at just these test scores. Excuse me. I can click here, and I can search by value. Sort by value. Click down, and if, let's say I wanted to look at just all the scores above 90, I can click all the ones that aren't 90, and it would take those values out. But it does it for all of them, just so you know. So that's one thing you can use. You can play with that. If you don't want it there, you just unclick it. The last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put in a header. So let's go here. Sometimes the tabs are a little bit different depending on which type of Excel or what version of Excel you have. You can customize it. And I can just put my name. And I can put Kenise 205. I'm going to put OK. And I'm going to put OK. I'll add a page preview to see if it allowed me to do that. Oops, wrong one. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. I wonder why it didn't let me add it. Let me try that again. Let's go here, layout, header, footer, options. Okay. Click OK. And let's go back to home. I'm not seeing it. Maybe if I go to print. But there it is. It pops up right here. So it is there, just a matter of formatting is going to have to be done outside of this page. Alright, that's about it. So I showed you pretty much how to work the formulas, how to work with format, how to use some of these buttons right here, and then how to add a header and a footer. So I hope this helped.